Hello, I'm Solbert, I'm the computer voice of Seoul, Texas company. In this demo you will see how easy it is to install FWCloud. The fastest and easiest way is using our server's package manager. Let's see with a couple of examples. We go to the documentation, to the installation section, and click on DEB RMP packages. We start with an Ubuntu server. We access it. It is a recently installed Ubuntu server version 22.04 LTS in which we have not made any modifications. The first step is to configure the repository from where we will download the FWCloud packages. We can copy the one-line command from the documentation and paste it in the server terminal. After this, the documentation tells us to install Node.js, NPM and MariaDB server. It should be noted that if we already have any of these packages installed on our system, or we have MySQL instead of MariaDB, then it is not necessary to reinstall them. We check if they are. As it is a newly installed server, none of them exist. We install them as the documentation tells us. Now that we have all the dependencies satisfied, we can install the two FWCloud packages. With this we have finished the installation. We check that the services are running. We see on which port the application is listening. And access from the browser. We use the Ubuntu server IP and port 3030. We can enter the application using the default username and password. It is advisable to change it as soon as possible. And this is all, we can start creating our first cloud. Let's go out and see another installation example. This time on a Fedora server. Specifically on a clean installation of Fedora Server version 38. We are going to follow the steps indicated for RPM distributions. As before, the first step is to add the Firewall Cloud repository to our system. After this, we remove the firewall that comes with the installation of the operating system. We install Node.js and MariaDB. As before, this happened is only necessary if we do not have them in our system. We enable @boot and run the database service. We check that it has risen correctly. And we install the packages of the Firewall Cloud application. We verify that they have been successfully installed. We see the port in which listening. And we access the application via the web. This time it is running on the Fedora server. It is that easy and that fast to install Firewall Cloud using our package repository. In addition, this method facilitates future updates. Please stay tuned to learn more new features about Firewall Cloud UI.